to this session now. This is our day 3 of second week, and we are going to continue our journey with the book. So today, once again, we are going to um, know or maybe repeat the concept of the chapter, right? The uh, content of the chapter and learn more about it. But such a beautiful thing has happened this for me. This is morning. So in the Hindi group, there was a discussion got started about an hour ago, and that discussion is so beautiful. It really amazes me that such deeper queries are coming from within, and we are still just in second chapter. We have just started the book, and the queries are opening up such lovely knowledge. So I'm really grateful for the masters who come up with questions and who ask questions, and also all others who contribute to answering the questions. Right? That really gives me a very good understanding of as a group where we are, and then I can slowly add to that understanding or better clarity. Today's discussion opened up a very unique thing I was not aware of even myself. I would say to some extent I was aware, but the kind of clarity that I got from within just because I wanted to respond to the questions that opened up my own inner knowing. It's a very beautiful thing. We will talk about it once we are done with today's mm, agenda items, and then I will talk a little bit about that. It'll give a very good perspective to the entire process that we are involved in. It's not in the book; it's from outside the book, but a big picture understanding, right? That's what I will share with all of you today. And of course, in the Hindi group also, I will try and answer the questions um, without going or drifting away from the book. That's what I will try to do in terms of answering the question. It's very easy because knowledge is abundant, right? It's very easy to go connect and link and get sort of digressed from the primary um, subject. So in the group, when I answer, I will try and stay with the content of the chapter for the benefit of all the participants there. But what I have learned today, I will share with you. It's interesting. You will enjoy it. Okay. So we'll do that once we are done with our agenda items. So to begin with today's session, I invite Monilji. She is going to lead us through the session. She will summarize her understanding of this chapter and also lead us through the quiet period practice for today. So welcome, Monilji. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Saleshi, for having me here. And thank you to all the participants. Namaste, greetings from wherever you are joining. And we will start with my understanding, as Saleshi said, that what I have understood from this. We have already 2 days of explanation, and yesterday Vannaji also very beautifully explained, very slowly and very point to point explanation. So I will also try to share my takeaways. So starting with uh, week 1, because it's related, the week 1 is related to week 2, right? So um, last week, what we learned is that we don't have to acquire anything. Everything we have inside us. So we are just already made in the image of God. So it's a journey of exploration. It's a journey of knowing ourselves. So it's journey of recognizing, realizing. So, as we had been told in the last week's chapter, that we are already made in the image of God. So, we are already made, and the our physical self is the tip of the iceberg, or like yesterday we heard that it's only a we are using a candle instead of the whole floodlight, and how we need to trans transcend from our mind to our heart. And this is like shifting our awareness from the mind space to the heart space. So, and how we can operate from our whole self and accept those qualities, which is our heritage. Like, I'm made in the image of God, I'm love, I'm light, I'm gentleness. So, how to tune to this, the rest of the part of our being? We can only perceive the physical self, the name, the identity, the label, but there is the rest of ourself. We have to understand that. And very beautifully, Babaji has said in that chapter that we need to tell gently to our mind that we desire to unify with our whole self. So this line was like my highlight, and I was reading it again and again, again and again, because we have that longing, that desire to unify. So to explore the rest of the self, and then we also experience the love that is pulsating in our heart. And it's not only our love, it's the God's love, everyone's love that permeates all around us. And then, with that continuation from chapter 1, we come here and we understand that what is that love? That love, that warmth, the gentleness we feel when it's pulsating in our hearts. So, through that love pulsating in our heart space, we understand that it's a binding force, it's a link to connect to everything and anything. It's like all pervading everything that you can imagine, or you can perceive, or you can think about in your knowledge, in your the information that you have, is everything is connected to a stone, to a pebble, to anything. So and Babaji says to us that you have to trust the wisdom that is within you, that is trying to connect to you. And you have to have patience for the process. Let it unfold. The unfoldment word is very, very important to understand. Let it emerge for you. Do not force. Do not try to change yourself. Do not try to do anything. Just wait and do your practices, and it will emerge for you, it will unveil for you, it will be revealed for you. So, using that love, the connector, the binding force, that the denominator that we have been told that it's such a powerful connector, and we're using that to understand the rest of ourself. So again and again in the book, it's written the rest of ourself. So the rest of ourself is nothing but our grandeur self, our higher self, our true self, that innate qualities that it contains. And it has never forgotten, it has never lost the touch of that God qualities. It's always tuned to it. So the lower self is our physical body. It has a name, it has an identity, it has a face, but the rest of the self is only made of that pure love, the unconditional love, and which permeates everywhere and in everything. And so, only for the terms, for the convenience purpose to understand the concept. We have used the terms lower self that defines our body, our physical self, and the higher self is made out of that love, that God's love. It's that binding force. It's the love itself. So, in this week's practice, we are learning that how to drop our fears, not even drop, let it unfold for you. And we have that imaginations or fears that are like blocking uh, our our love, our way to that love. It's not letting us open the gateways to merge, to emerge. So to reach our higher self, we need to tune to that qualities and to practice this very religiously. And two practices have been told to us. One is the quiet period and the reading word by word. So if you trust the wisdom and if you uh, have patience for the process to unfold for you, it will give you an experience of fulfilling and enriching life. So that is the goal of our higher self, to give us that safety. We always say that heart is a safe place where you feel very safe and protected. So it gives you that safety, the abundance, love, and peace. And when I was reading this, I thought that when there is love, that binding force, everything follows, peace follows. And when there is peace, then abundance follows. And uh, when there is abundance, before abundance, there's contentment, the saturation point that comes in your life, and then falls abundance. So love is that binding force that will attract like magnet everything, and everything will follow by itself. So just understand that love, the binding force that connects us to everything, and it's all pervading. It knows it's a perfect wisdom for you because your life is designed for you. So you have your own unique expressions, your own unique experiences. So live that experiences. Live the way Babaji has told us to. Connect to the rest of yourself, the whole self, and operate from there, and drop your analytical mind or drop any judgments. So slowly, slowly, when you see all these blocks are dropped, or it's gone, then you will see the real you. So the unfoldment will happen, and uh, you will become a second nature of your higher self. So if you imbibe that qualities in you, and that's why we always say, affirm those qualities, that if God is love, I am love, and I am made in the image of God. I'm love, I'm light, I'm peace, I'm abundance. And then we also learning to give a name, to say a name, asking a name, or saying a higher self that give me my name. So one identification, the name that is attached to me is given by my parents, but we are asking higher self to give me my name. And by saying it to give me a name, I am bridging the gap between the mind and the heart. So I'm trying to connect the link between the love and the mind, and gently telling the mind that I'm longing to reunite with my higher self. And then in the process of doing this, many of us might have already got the name because we have already practicing this. So, and those who haven't got the name, they will sit in the quiet period and express their gratitude, their love, and feel the joy, the love, and the feeling of feeling of being drenched in love, and feeling that how that is all saturated, it's all permeating everywhere and all around us. And in doing this, by say to building this link to our higher self, and uh, we are asking for a name. In that, maybe the doubts will occur in our mind, and maybe we feel unsure, uncertain that am I getting the right name? Because our mind uh, will play some tricks with us, and then, uh, but it comes as a comfortable thought. So we are using actually the link to connect to our higher self, but we are using our thoughts to receive the message. So it can come in the name of, it can be any name, familiar or unfamiliar, known or unknown, or any master's name can also come to you. So don't doubt. And if you get a persistent name for the whole week, then be sure that that is your name. And we can increase the time of our quiet period, because now we are connecting the link with the higher self and feeling that love, and the love that permeates all around us. So, and we need a name, so we can increase our quiet period, and we can also radiate this love to our higher self, to whomever we want. Any name that comes in your quiet period, or to your pets or the family members, or anything, or to a plant, to anything that you think that comes to your mind. And then lastly, the bedtime practice is transmitting that love energy to whomever you want and whoever comes to your mind. And in daytime also, you can radiate this love and transmit this energy to anybody or any thought that comes to your mind. Like Saleji was telling yesterday, I do that also. Any name or any thought that comes, I feel it needs my love. So I immediately send my love then and there. And that's all, I think. And I will just look if I missed any point. I think that's all. I have covered everything. And mm, so, Saleji, if you want to
Yes.
add something,
No, you have
otherwise we
covered
can
all
go.
aspects of it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Most of it we have covered already. You have
Mm,
explained the important parts of this chapter. And then later, after the quiet period, once we practice through the quiet period, we will do the um, podcast also. That will also
yeah,
summarize a slightly different perspective.
yeah.
But
It definitely helps. Yeah.
so if there is any gap, someone has a question in the mind that probably will
Mm,
get answered there also. Okay. So
sure.
let's continue further.
So, masters, take a very comfortable posture for yourself. Make yourself very comfortable. If you want to have few sips of water before we start, a quiet corner where nobody will disturb you. If you want to dim the lights of the room, and take a Slow, deep breath in and release it. Take another slow, deep breath in and let it travel to all your body parts. Bring your awareness to scan your body and see if there is any discomforts, any pains, any stiffness. That's blocking your way. From head to toe, check your back. Check if you're comfortable at the place where you are seated. The environment of the room is good enough for you. Not so cold, not so warm. Bring your undivided attention to your breath and slowly see it going to your heart space. Feeling very gentle and warm. Feel the love that is pulsating in your heart space now. Your safe place. You can place your two fingers in the center of your heart. If you feel that your attention is divided, feel the gentle touch of your fingers to your heart. Feel God's love, your love. And love that's all pervading. Feel your heart expanding. Feel your expanded self. Feel that your heart space is feeling different now. Your heart space is filled with love. The love that is in the whole of creation. Everything that is existing in this universe, living or non-living. Your heart is expanding. The place is filled with people or your family members, your relatives. Once you didn't like them, you disliked them. The things that you judged, you were not a fan of. It's also filling your heart space. Your heart space is expanding more. You are feeling the love for the birds chirping around your house. There's different feeling now for the plants around your home. The corners of your house is filled with love and light. There's light and brightness all around you. With the love that you are radiating, you have suddenly started noticing and falling in love with a piece of furniture that is probably 20 years old. Or has been there since ages. Your limited perspectives, your limited beliefs are dropping, widening the new horizons. Feel this love permeating in each cell of your body. When your heart is expanding with love for everything around you and for everyone, it's bringing for you the perfect wisdom, a guiding light, the lower self filled with ego, and the illusionary term that we are using is melting down now. We are centered and focused. We are made in the image of God. God is love. God is light. God is peace. God is gentleness. God is abundance. And God is perfect. God is love. I am love. God is peace. I am peace. God is light. The light that removes the ignorance of the mind. God is gentleness. I am gentleness. Whenever we want more clarity or we want to know ourselves better, we use the love pulsating in our heart and getting connected to our higher self, to our expanded self. Who's all knowing and all pervading, who's beyond any ego, always waiting to help our higher self, who has never lost any connections, who hasn't disconnected with God's qualities. Feel the love. Feel the peace that is prevailing now at this very moment. We feel so gentle in the company of our higher self. We feel so calm. We feel like a mother is surrounding us, the guiding light. Love the connector that's connecting us. There's no doubts, there's no fears. The gateway to love is open now. If you're ready and feeling that love pulsating in your heart and all around, you may say to your higher self now, my dear, beautiful higher self, can you say my name now to me? Can you give me my name to me? Those who have already got the name, they can feel the love, the connection. And now, as you have opened the gateways to love, let the love flow between feel the merging. Those who are waiting, they can ask again. If the name has been revealed to you, you can write it down. Remember, let it unfold. Allow yourself. Let it be revealed for you. Do not force. Do not rush. No comparison, no competition. Just take your time. As your awareness deepens, it will come to you at the right time. Allow it to unfold. Do not resist. Trust your wisdom. Be patient with the process. Be open and receptive. Don't be disappointed if you haven't got the name yet. You can try again later. In your quiet time. Let's send love to a higher self and lots of gratitude for being there for us. For revealing our names to us. As we are fully drenched in love, if you may want to send love to any person, any pets, to animals, to birds, to living creatures in the ocean, to the water of the ocean, to the plants around your vicinity, your area, to your neighborhood. If you're staying in an apartment, if you want to send love to all the corners of your house, in the room that you are seated, to all the furniture that exists in that room, to all the devices, to all the comforts that are available for us. To your beautiful, incredible body that faces all the challenges in this physical life. But now, the presence of our higher self in our lives will fulfill our goal of having a fulfilled, happy, joyous life. So thank you to the higher self. You can express your gratitude to your own higher self. Thank you, my higher self, for your presence and your love. Thank you to Babaji. Thank you to Roger Landfield. Thank you for each experience that brings us more closer to our true nature. Bring your awareness to your body again, to your breath. Take a slow, deep breath in and let go. Bring your palms to your eyes. With gratitude and love in your heart, you may gently open your eyes, remove your palms, and come back to this moment again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being there on this journey with us. Thank you for your lovely presence. Thank you.
Thank you, Monilji. Your last few sentences are amazing. I never thought about them like I just thought about it. You said, come back to the present moment. And that's such a revealing thing. Coming back to the present moment means what? You are actually not in time and you are coming back to time. Moment is time, right? So when you are in your heart space, you are beyond the time. And that's why when you want to come out of your heart space, you have to come back into time. That is, and the best way to be in time is to be in the present moment. Such a lovely thing. Everything,
You know
every
that we
word.
we don't prepare for these meditations, right? So we have
Yes,
been guided. We just surrender, and then whatever
yes,
flows from the heart, we just get
yes.
connected to our heart
Mm.
center, and then
And, and that is the source of all knowledge. The heart is the source of all knowledge.
mm,
So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Such a lovely
just like
meditation.
I felt it's just like a GPS. Even in the podcast, they say it's like GPS. It's like the inner compass that really guides you.
Mm.
There's an inner subtle voice, and it's been
Yes,
mhm. We can't really connect to that because of our noise outside, because
yes.
of the what we go through the day to day. It's also that, like yesterday, you said, yesterday when I went for walk, I thought exactly same what you said in yesterday's uh, session. That suddenly this thought came to me that when you want to go to heart center, uh, it's like quieten your mind and still your body. So it just came and it was just a thought. And then when I came to the session and you said the same thing.
Yes. That's the mind-body connection. If we understand how mind and body are connected in terms of functioning, when you understand that, this becomes very easy to grasp. That once you still your body, you go to the heart space. That's natural um, shift that happens within.
Mm,
Stilling the body is a trick. Actually, stilling the body and three deep breaths. These are two things that we should do. So if you
mm,
still the body, take three deep breaths and then close your eyes. That much if you do, you will find that body mind start working in a rhythm together
mm,
without you doing anything. And they slowly start getting relaxed deeper and deeper and deeper. And then you transcend the mind at some stage. The process initially takes about, I think it takes about 5 minutes, but slowly it becomes faster. When you practice, continue to practice,
mm,
you can get into that deep state of being in the heart much quicker. This is my personal experience that this is how I found it. Um, the first time I heard about it was from some very famous master in one of their talks. They mentioned this. I said, let me
mm,
try it. I tried and it worked. Right. So
mm.
that's
But
how
it
I,
really works, yeah. The three breaths in the beginning, it really works. We do that also, we follow that.
yes.
Mm,
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Any questions so far? I would definitely like to hear any questions or any ideas, any thoughts. Then we will do the podcast. We'll quickly go through the podcast and then I can share the topic. Yes. Yes, Revati ji. Please unmute.
Um, Today just before towards the end of the meditation, which Monalji was guiding, um, I just got the name, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is this is such a nice feeling." Um, it just came to me that this is the name, and the name is very familiar. I was thinking, and everything is connecting back to my older daughter. She was a bundle of love, and that's just that. It just said, "This is your name." That's it, and then no doubts, nothing. Yesterday, day before, and then today early morning, I got up to re practice because yesterday I couldn't attend the session, so I sat down. Generally, my early mornings are very powerful for me, but nothing happened. I was like, okay, it'll come. Well, let's wait. But today, just
Yeah.
like amazing, nice feeling.
Yes.
Yeah,
Th-
amazing
That's
feeling.
that's how it happens. You
Hmm.
uh, you don't have to confirm from anywhere. You
Yeah,
get an inner
yeah,
confirmation automatically that this is it. That's it, right?
right,
The,
right.
these are some things that are very difficult to explain using the logic of the mind.
Absolutely.
These
Yeah.
these I can tell you when I in my young days when I was to get married. We were, in arranged marriage system, how it is. The boy and girl,
Right.
and there are several of them you talk to, right?
Hmm.
And, and then at one uh, meeting, it just clicked. It was like, this is it. And it didn't click just in me. It also
Mm.
clicked in my wife's mind. Same
Hmm.
way.
Hmm.
And she
Hmm.
told her parents that that's it.
Hmm.
And I told my parents, yes, that's it. And we just got married within probably couple of months of that meeting.
Hmm.
So that clicking internally is pre-programmed. You
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you arrive at that situation and that click happens. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how
I
many
agree.
of these revelations that we are talking about happen internally.
True.
And
True.
it's difficult to explain. You just how and why and all that doesn't happen there.
It's just
That's it.
experience it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I can say
Yeah.
that like that clicking was the best experience of my life. Like my having my wife throughout my life was a blessing. Right? It was such a beautiful experience for my life. So these clicks are so very important.
True, true, true.
Yeah,
Amazing. Yeah. For me,
yeah,
all through, when I look back, all through my life, I've had this all
yes,
through. Oh
yes,
my God.
yes.
Now
Now you
it's
can
just
connect.
connecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So another one that
Beautiful.
happened to me was when my first child is my daughter. When she was born, the nurse brought her and
Hmm.
gave her in my hands, and I cannot forget even today. Like that's 38 years old. She's 38
Hmm.
now, right?
Hmm.
At that time when the nurse gave her into my hands, that was the first time I had a big shift internally.
Hmm.
I just can't explain it. Like I just held her in my hand. I had not even seen her face or anything, just holding in my hand. Internally, big shift happened. And I later on, even at that time, I realized that my total thinking process has suddenly changed.
Hmm.
My thought process itself. Like I was not able to think of myself anymore. Right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to in any consideration, my daughter will just pop in. What can I
Hmm.
do for her? Right? I
Hmm.
need to take care of her. I can bring this for her. That for like constantly. That was my topic of every thought.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
sort of a shift, right? These are clicks. that internally we go through without realizing, because it's happening with us, we are in it, we can't realize. But later on, when you sit and connect, it's immense. Actually. These are the turning points of our life.
Yeah,
Very important. Yeah,
true, true.
and I have never been able to explain that. Like after that experience, I stopped buying my clothes, I stopped buying shoes. That was my passion before that. Like my passion was having the best shoes, the best clothes, all kinds of things I was doing. And from that day on, I just could not buy things for myself. My wife had to remind me, why don't you buy? Why don't you get? Right? That sort of a thing started happening after that. So
Yeah,
these are shifts,
amazing.
these are life-changing
Yeah,
moments. Yes. So this
true,
name
true.
will also be one such click. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was yesterday, day before, and I mean, all night, you know how the mind works, right? Like, okay, I haven't got, but then I'm convincing it's okay, it's okay. And
Yes.
then,
Yeah.
it just came out in the blue. Yeah,
Exactly.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Monalji. Thank you,
Thank you for sharing,
Masters.
Revati.
Thank you.
Thank you. We should also it's again a thought that these sessions in these sessions, I personally believe this, that the one who is leading the meditation and the quiet period practice is predetermined based on the group. I mean, like, I have seen it over, and I mean, we've been doing it for more than 4 years now. The one who leads the meditation is absolutely the most appropriate medium for the group at that point in time. Over and over, I have seen this. So, and it's amazing. I sit and observe. I am a very big observer. Most of the time, I just sit and observe. And that observation teaches me so much. These are things that I see. That's how I experientially acknowledge that there is more to my existence than this body. There's definitely more to this existence, right? Like how the entire group's needs are picked up and delivered through one person. How is it possible? Right? And everyone's needs are in their mind, which is not even visible to anyone. It's just thoughts. And they all get collected and resolved. They get delivered. It's such an amazing thing. I just keep wondering how that's what tells me that there is a connection, there is a process, and there is a way, um, I would say there is a characteristic of a group consciousness to evolve. That's its characteristic. It's a continuously growing thing. It's a living existence. It keeps growing. And like as a group, we think that individual level we are growing for sure, but as a group we are growing. It's a group consciousness which is evolving and it figures out its own solutions. It's that wonderful. It's amazing when you begin to observe openly. You will see such wonderful things. Just being observer. Yes. Thank
But
you.
we also surrender, right, Saleji? We surrender
Yes.
at the beginning of the meditation that whatever Babaji wants to deliver through us, the
Mm.
message, then we just surrender ourselves for that.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Absolutely. That's the beauty. And for me personally, I have seen that uh, because I don't lead meditation sessions, um, I talk about the topics or answering the questions, etc. I also sit in surrender mode before the session starts, right? And I start getting indications of what's coming up in today's discussion. I start getting thoughts which are which are not of relevance at that time, like let's say half an hour before starting the session or 1 hour before starting the session. Usually 1 hour before starting the session, I am in the shower and I start getting flow. And then I know, okay, this is the topic that's going to be discussed today. And slowly everything is connecting now in my head. What I want to share with all of you is connecting. Yesterday in the English group also, Tanuja ji had a question, right? That question's answer is connected with what I will share. And then the big discussion that happened in the Hindi group today, that also is connected to the thoughts that I was getting at that time so beautifully. Yes,
And so many people also share with Preeti ji, right, their experiences that whatever was going on in their mind, Preeti ji was saying the
delivering.
same thing in her guidance. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And same thing with any master who's leading us a meditation. All the masters who sit in a surrenderance mode for leading a meditation, they become the channel essentially. Yes, Jayashri ji, please share.
Um, One question and one sharing.
Hmm.
My question is when from heart, when we are sending the love uh, to somebody or maybe plant or whatever, is it okay if I send it to my physical difficulty?
Yes, that's a situation. That's an experience. You can send love to anything and anyone, right? Thing, the word is anything, anyone, any situation, place, event, anything. Because they are all experiences.
Okay. And
Yes.
second thing, when you were talking about your daughter, you would believe exactly the same experience I had. She is now 50-year-old, but even till date, my focus is she was sick 20 years ago. That's besides the point. But I always like, how can I make her life easier? Because I live with her. My husband passed away a while ago. So I live with her. And same thing, exactly what you said. My is like, okay, what can I do? And she's doing PhD, so she's busy. So constantly, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, okay, I gotta share that because I had exactly the same experience. So
Yes.
thank you for this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adi Admin. Thank you, Preeti ji, Shailesh ji. This
Uh,
is wonderful. I had my name when I have started using the app, and I have started doing through the app, so I had my name. So when I asked again, one time, like, okay, how many times so you're gonna confirm you got your name? I'm like, okay, I got it.
yes.
So that's
Yes.
what happened. I was like, okay, I know, I don't need to keep on asking. I asked 4 times, same name came. And finally said, how many times you gonna confirm? So anyway, I was
Good, good.
laughing in my mind because 3, 4 times nothing, same name came, and then finally. So I
Yeah,
was like, wow,
good.
okay, I won't ask anymore. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
thank
Absolutely perfect. Yes. So
yeah,
now
thank you.
when you are sitting in a meditation like we had today, and
Mhm.
everyone in the group was asking for a name, you could be simply thanking the higher
Mm,
self with their name for their being there with you, right?
okay,
That's
thank you.
that's how you can do. Yeah.
Okay,
It's just
thank you.
it's building relationship, right, with our own self. We have forgotten ourselves completely. And this is the part of that
Mm,
building of the relationship. And that forgotten I will talk about little bit later, right?
okay,
What
thank
is
you,
that?
sir.
Why that forgotten thing? It's a very important
Yes,
concept. Yes,
thank you,
thank you.
sir. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Jay.
Manoj.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Vandana ji.
नमस्ते सर। मेरा एक
Namaste.
छोटा सा इसी से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन था कि अगर मूड ठीक नहीं है, अप्स एंड डाउन लाइफ में होता ही रहता है, तो क्या उस सिचुएशन में भी हम लव एंड लाइट भेज सकते हैं?
एक बार प्लीज रिपीट करिए।
मूड स्विंग्स होते रहते हैं ना, कभी अच्छे हैं कभी
मूड
नहीं
स्विंग्स,
है।
ओके ओके, हाँ हाँ, मूड स्विंग्स, ओके,
हाँ,
हाँ हाँ।
तो
तो
उस
आप भेजिए
सिचुएशन
ना,
में भी।
हाँ बिल्कुल, व्हाई नॉट,
ओके, थैंक यू।
व्हाई नॉट।
थैंक यू।
हाँ, बी क्रिएटिव, बी क्रिएटिव एंड ओपन। भेज के देखो, राइट? सेंड इट एंड सी व्हाट हैपेंस। You are all spiritual scientists now. You are going to
यस।
do experiments in spirituality. Do, observe, and see what happens, and that will build your knowledge. Then you can prove it, try it, validate it, right? In different
तो
scenarios.
इस सिचुएशन में क्या, अगर मेरा मूड स्विंग हुआ, तो मैं खुद ही पहले अपना लव एंड लाइट भेज लूं,
पहले
उसमें
से
भी
भी
वो
भेज,
करेगा
हाँ, why
काम?
not? Yes, 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 yes.
ओके,
Why not?
थैंक यू।
Start basically when you say I am sending love and light to my mood swing, for example, what you are basically doing, you are actually accepting I have mood swing, right? And
यस।
now let me make the best of that scenario. Let me enjoy it. Let me be with it and be in happiness.
ओके, थैंक यू सर, थैंक
Thank
यू
you.
सो मच।
Thank you.
मेरे को भी
Thank
मेरा मिल चुका है हायर सेल्फ का नाम, और
you.
बहुत
Beautiful.
ही खूबसूरत है और बहुत मजा आता है। मैं तो उससे
हाँ,
बैठ के बातें भी करती रहती हूँ, और
हम्म,
मेरा काम इतना आसान हो जाता है उसको बोलने से, कि
हम्म।
मतलब ऐसा लगता है कि सब काम उसको बोल दिए, जैसे हायर सेल्फ को करना तो खुद ही है, लेकिन वो स्मूथली हो जाता है सब काम।
Now you know, karna khud hi hai means what? You know that higher self is also me only.
यस, यस।
Ultimately, even if I'm talking, basically what I'm doing is I'm resolving my thought within by talking to higher self, and then whatever conclusion I get from that, I will act on it.
यस,
Right? That's it.
थैंक यू
So
सर।
yeah,
थैंक
this is a in our business scenario, in office scenario, what we used to do, we used to call it buddy system. So whenever there is a new person who comes into the department, we always assign a buddy to that new person so that those quick questions can be answered right away
यस।
as a buddy, right? And they don't feel sort of intimidated on anything, very easy to orient them, etc. Right? So this is your higher self is your buddy. In the chapter also, what has been written there in the chapter about this is your higher self is your servant, right? And that the meaning of the word servant here is not in the sense that we think of our social pattern. This is servant means the one who serves you. So our higher self is the one who is constantly sitting there to serve us. It's for our service. We just ignore, we have just been ignoring. That's it. Now we begin to, okay, come, let's work together. You are my buddy, right? And then you give a name and start working with a name. And this relationship is going to get stronger and stronger as we progress through the course. Okay, right.
यू सो मच।
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So let's quickly go through the podcast and then I will talk about the thought that I got this morning. Pay attention to what's being shown, what's being discussed there. This is one more perspective. And even though I have, um, together with Preeti, we have both evaluated the content, but we have not controlled it or changed it. So you must understand that these are thoughts or observations of the discussion and the content of the book for this chapter coming from a totally third party who doesn't have emotions, right? Think of it like that. Now you hear this thing, right? This is unbiased expression of the knowing from the chapter. So let's listen.
Welcome back to the deep dive. If you were with us last time, you'll remember we started exploring that really profound power of love.
That feeling right in the heart. Yeah.
Exactly, that gentle, warm feeling. Well, this week we're taking the next step, a really powerful one.
Mm-hmm.
It's about understanding who you really are, beyond just the physical body, and even learning how to talk directly to that deeper part of yourself.
That's right.
We're diving into Chapter 2 of the Unified A Course on Truth series, specifically the part called Recognizing Your Higher Self's Name.
And we're pulling insights from those Babaji Unified 2025 YouTube sessions, too.
We are indeed. The mission, like always, is to give you a clear path, sort of a shortcut, to grasp these core ideas about your true self and, crucially, how to bring them into your actual life.
Yeah, last week really set the stage, grounding us in experiencing love. Now, the source material builds on that.
How so?
It guides us to deepen that connection, to understand what it calls our higher self. And like you said, even learn its name.
Which sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. And it's not just theory. The whole unified program is really about direct personal experience, about shifts in how you see things.
Okay, so starting with that connection, that feeling from last week.
That warmth, yeah.
The sources help us understand what exactly we're connecting to. And they say it's like the very fabric of creation itself. Remember that subtle energy, that pulse you felt inside? The teaching explains it's not just a feeling, it's your actual link.
Your connection.
To all of existence, the ultimate connector.
And what's really interesting here is how the material links that inner feeling to these big scientific ideas. It suggests that what Einstein was searching for, that unified field.
Right, the theory connecting everything.
Exactly. It suggests that field in this teachings context is actually God's love. Pure, unconditional love.
So feeling it in your heart.
It means you're literally tapping into the substance the whole universe is made of, creation itself. It's the common denominator.
Okay, so what does that really mean for you listening right now?
Good question.
It means just by tuning into that love inside, in your heart, you're plugging into the core of existence.
It sounds so simple when you put it like that.
Well, the sources say it is simple. It might feel profound at first, sure, but with practice, it becomes simple and natural, easy and unflashy.
So it's meant to be our normal state.
That's the idea. Not some rare mystical thing, but just how you are. Now, here's where it gets, really interesting, I think.
Okay.
The teaching starts challenging how we usually see ourselves. The sources state pretty clearly that your physical body, it's just a small portion of yourself.
Only a small part.
Yeah. The rest of you, your true expanded self, is made up of love.
Okay, that brings up a question right away. If we're more than just the body, how do we even talk about these different parts?
That's a good point.
And the sources address that. They say terms like lower self and higher self. Technically, they're inaccurate.
Inaccurate? Why?
Because ultimately, we are one self. We're all connected through that same love.
But
they use these terms anyway. For convenience purpose, they say, to help differentiate things at this stage.
Especially since our physical body, tends to see things as separate, duality and all that.
Exactly. It perceives separation, so the terms help bridge that perception gap for now.
Right. That makes sense. So, okay, why use these terms then if we're really one? What's the benefit?
The sources give a powerful reason. By understanding this difference, you can use the love you feel to actively connect to the rest of yourself, your infinite existence.
And that connection is the key.
It's absolutely key. It unlocks your deeper wisdom.
Yeah.
And the sources say this makes this life in the body so much more beautiful.
So tell us more about this higher self. What's it like?
Well, it's described as the part of you that never lost touch with its God qualities.
Its God qualities.
Yeah, think of it as your wisest, most loving, all-knowing aspect. Unlike our everyday mind, maybe, it knows everything, is everywhere present, and is literally love personified. And it longs to reunite your whole being. It's always working for you.
How? How does it work for us?
It's feeding thoughts to you about your nature, nudging you into more perfect right action. It acts like always there as your servant to lead you to a life of love, abundance, and safety.
Like a constant loving guide.
Exactly. Your own personal cosmic GPS, always pointing toward your best life.
It's fascinating because the sources actually say you're experiencing this voice, the higher self's voice, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. But the challenge is, well, it's us. Your own false fears and imaginations drown it out.
Ah, okay. Like trying to hear a whisper in a loud room.
Precisely. So the goal now is to begin to isolate that voice, to learn to tune into it.
And does it get easier?
Apparently, yes. Gradually, it gets louder, clearer, and you naturally start to rely on its wisdom. Because, as the sources say, it is the source of perfect knowledge for you.
Perfect knowledge.
And it only has one goal, that you live a happy, fulfilled, and abundant life.
That's quite a goal.
It really is. So this brings us to the core practice for this week.
Okay, the practical part.
Learning the name of your higher self. The sources give really clear, simple steps.
How does it work?
You sit quietly, 5 or 10 minutes, maybe up to 15 if you're really feeling it. Attention focused in the heart.
Back to the heart space.
Always. You feel the love, feel the pulsations, just like before. But then you particularly feel that love energy radiate out from your heart.
Radiate out.
Yeah. Let it permeate every cell of your body and saturate everything around you. Really feel that expansion.
Okay, got it. So you're sitting in that expanded feeling of love. Then what?
Then the sources instruct you to say, either out loud or silently, these specific words. My beautiful higher self, please give me my name now.
Just like that.
Just like that. And the name will be revealed to you.
How might it come? Will it be obvious?
It could be different ways. It might be a name you are familiar with, such as John, Mary, or Joshua. Or maybe it's something totally unfamiliar, an unfamiliar group of syllables, such as Amy, Anasia, Car, or Samatri.
Interesting. Any name.
Yeah, and here's a really important point from the sources. Don't resist a name you identify with the master, such as Jesus, Buddha, Babaji, or Confucius.
Oh, okay. So don't overthink it if a big name comes up.
Exactly. The key insight here is the name's purpose. It is only to address somebody.
Ah, it's just a contact point.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's not about analyzing the meaning or history. Its value is just establishing that direct line of communication. It's just a way to connect. Simple as that.
So how might you actually perceive the name?
Again, it could vary. It might show up as a persistent thought, or you might hear it audibly. Some people even might see its letters.
Wow.
The crucial next step is write it down. Don't just let it float away.
Makes sense. Capture it.
Then the next time you sit quietly, you notice if the same name comes to you. See if it repeats.
Looking for consistency.
Right. The goal is that by the end of the week, the name of your higher self feels quite familiar to you.
What about doubt? I imagine doubt could creep in here.
Oh, absolutely. The sources say it's perfectly natural to doubt at this stage. That's just the mind adjusting.
Sure, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Just continue to do these exercises, they say. Soon those doubts will melt away and you won't even remember them.
That's reassuring. And yeah, that doubt thing comes up a lot in these practices. What if you get like multiple names?
Good question. The discussions clarified that. Continue asking till you get one consistent name. Just gently persist.
Okay. And what if a name comes up that feels, I don't know, negative, or it just bugs you?
You can ask for another name. Remember, the whole point is building a loving relationship. It should feel good, feel right.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's not set in stone.
Not at all. This whole naming process, it's described as an icebreaker.
An icebreaker. I like that.
Yeah, it's just opening your channel of communication with your higher self, like that very first introduction, making contact.
Hello.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the sources also give some practical advice if things feel a bit off during the practice.
Like what?
Like if the feeling of love goes away and suddenly you feel edgy or anxious.
Okay. What should you do?
It's okay. Just lie down for a few minutes. It's not seen as a failure or anything.
Right.
It might just be your body releasing old energy blocks as you go deeper. Part of the process.
Ah, okay. Good to know it's normal.
So beyond this core naming practice, there are two other really vital daily practices suggested.
To support the connection.
Exactly. To strengthen it and really start living this love. First, in addition to your regular quiet period of love each day, read this week's text slowly, understanding each sentence.
Just read it slowly. Why the repetition?
It helps the wisdom sink in deeper, sort of unfold within you over time. Let it permeate.
Okay, makes sense. And the second practice?
This one's about actively sending love, which sounds incredibly powerful.
How do you do that?
Throughout the day this week, whenever you think about it, say, I am love, and I send love to the name that you have been given.
So sending love to your higher self, using the name.
Yes. And also, you can send love to another person, a plant, a dog, a situation, or anything, near or far, a few feet or across the continent.
And this isn't just positive thinking.
No, the sources are clear. This is not just a mental exercise. You are actually transmitting love energy.
Real energy.
Real energy that definitely dissolves problems. The discussion's clarified it's a simple thought and intention coming from that state of love you cultivate.
And it works even if the other person doesn't consciously feel it.
Apparently so. It's described as a fundamental energetic exchange happening regardless.
Powerful stuff.
Isn't it? And finally, there's a lovely bedtime ritual recommended.
Oh.
This week, during the quiet moments before going to sleep, give a few words of thanks to your higher self for its guidance and love.
Gratitude. Nice.
Then transmit your love energy wherever you choose. Go to sleep, transmitting love.
Wow. Imagine ending every day like that. Going to sleep actively sending love.
The peace you'd wake up with.
Oh.
Incredible potential there.
So maybe to sort of tie all this together, remember that distinction we talked about between headspace and heart space.
Yeah, the analytical versus the feeling.
Exactly. Headspace is what you perceive with the five senses. It's logical, analytical, often sees things in black and white, duality. But the heart space, that's what you feel. It's infinite, it's still, it's unconditional love. The sources call it your home space, your true center.
So this whole deep dive, these practices,
It's all about training your mind, your headspace, to merge with the heart space, to let your actions flow from those inherent God qualities.
not just from logic or old habits.
Precisely. Flowing from love, from wisdom, rather than just conclusions or reactions. That's where the real power is meant to lie, living from the heart.
What a journey we've covered. We've explored that deep connection of love, understood this concept of the higher self, and learned these really practical ways to recognize its name and start living from its guidance.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but incredibly profound. So maybe a final thought for you to carry into your week. If your higher self, as described in these sources, is always guiding you towards a life filled with love, abundance, and safety, what limiting belief might you still be holding on to that stops you from fully trusting that inherent guidance?
That's a deep one to ponder.
It is food for thought as you practice.
Definitely. So carry these practices with you. Keep exploring, keep feeling that love, and keep listening for that quieter, wiser inner voice. You might be truly surprised, maybe even amazed at what starts to unfold.
So, how was this uh, another clear, uh, concise explanation that we had? The most beautiful part is the at the end he leaves us with a thought about limiting beliefs, right? What might be a limiting belief? And what I'm seeing here in the group, the questions are coming out because of the limiting beliefs. That's how beautiful this whole thing is, right? So the content of the chapter has served its purpose. It is getting people to become open to asking, well, okay, what about this? I can't withstand this. I can't just, I can't accept this. Where is it coming from? Limiting belief. We have created limitations for ourselves. That's where it's coming from. So, through this explanation in the podcast, hopefully many of those questions will get answered. I would simply urge that just be patient with yourself and allow the experiential knowledge to evolve in a natural way. Okay? I can keep feeding you thoughts constantly, but allow your own wisdom to open up. Allow your own knowing to help you move in a certain direction. That's the primary thing. So, today's discussion and today's sharing that I want to have with all of you is about learning. We are attending a program based on a book, right? Each one of you knows that we are attending a program that is based on a book, right? So why would you be sitting in a program like that? Because you want to learn, right? You want to learn something new, right? So this process of learning is what, how and why do we learn? That was the question that got answered today in the morning as I was in my shower. So the first thing, the question that we need to ask ourselves, the very first question is, do I know everything? Right? When you ask this question, you automatically know the foundation that there is so much knowledge on this planet and I don't know everything. I know what I have experienced in this lifetime. That's what I know, right? Whatever I have experienced, that much I know. But I also know that there is much more than what I know, right? And then there is another level. There is more to be known even to this entire bank of knowledge. There is beyond also, there is unknown. We call it unknown. There are unknowns to me, and then there are unknowns to the entire humanity. And that is what drives us to the curiosity of knowing, learning. All human beings are curious by nature to know and learn. So, this is the foundational step. First thing that we need to understand is, I do not know everything and I want to know. So, the desire to know is the first step. I want to know. And to know what next. I mean, it's not simply a statement, I want to know. It's also my attitude towards knowing. When I say I want to know, I have to be open to receiving. If my pot is already filled, I can't receive anymore. So, being open to receiving is the step number one. Then only I can know the unknown. Whatever needs to be known at my personal level, it's only possible when I am open to learning. And being open is not easy. What makes us close? Our belief system. Our belief system is so rigidly implanted within us, it prevents any new information to enter. That is the biggest hurdle for learning. We have to become conscious about it, right? We have to become alert. Be aware that what is holding me up in this new learning? My belief. Okay. And those beliefs could be anything. There is no right or wrong about it. It's just becoming aware that there is a blockage in me that is preventing this new knowledge from coming. Right? So, what is the process of knowing the unknown? First thing was that we have to be open to learning. Fine. Now, how will I go about learning the unknown? We all know about this process. In our education system, we have gone through that process, right? When we started learning in school, we didn't know anything. We've gone through the process, but we don't recognize the process. So that's what I'm explaining now. The first thing about the learning process is that we know that we know that we don't know everything. There is something new I have to learn, and now I have to also be aware as to where am I having filters, what is preventing me from learning, right? And then first thing that I start with, when I'm open, now I have opened myself to learning, which means like I am not going to poke my nose in between. Let it come. Okay. So first thing that we do is we create assumptions. Every piece of new knowing starts from assumptions. Everything. Go through the history of knowledge. You will notice that everything new knowledge, before you know, you start making assumptions about it. You start with certain assumptions. Now, where do the assumptions come from? They come from your level of wisdom. Your existing knowledge becomes the basis for making an assumption, right? You make an assumption, well, it most likely this is the truth. Assume that this is what it is true. Like in this case, what assumption we are making? I have existence beyond the body. This is isn't it an assumption so far? I haven't experienced it. It's just an assumption. I have indirect knowing though that things happen, like I was saying, clicking. A thought clicks. I can't explain why, where from, but it clicks and I have no doubts. So what do I understand? There is something beyond me that's functioning. These are indirect signals that we receive, and they are the signals that tell us, well, okay, probably this assumption is right. Or other than that, when we are studying a book and we are open to learning, whatever the book suggests, if you take it as an assumption, assumption doesn't mean that you start believing in it. You're temporarily assuming as a basis for further study. And during the process of study, you will evaluate whether this assumption was right or not. And at the end, conclude for yourself that that assumption was not right. Or maybe, no, that assumption was perfect. Now I have a proof that it was correct. Either way, we have to be open. So assumption doesn't mean that you start believing in it. It will become a belief only when you have proven it to yourself through experience. And that's how the beliefs are formed. Right? This is how we need to understand learning process. When you are getting into the domain of the unknown, you have to start with something as a basis. And for that matter, each one of your beliefs is based on certain assumptions. The very primal question of existence of God is full of assumptions. That's why I call it a concept, right? Whichever way you want to take it, God exists or God doesn't exist, either way, is simply a concept that was formed, that started with some assumptions. And then you came to a conclusion and then proved your assumption to be correct to yourself, right? So we just can't remain fixated to one thing unless we have proven it. And many a times you will see that you will yourself, when you experience more things beyond what you already have experienced, you experience more things, you will find a link back to your previous experiences. And sometimes your previous experiences would be challenged. Oh, I was believing it like this because of such and such reason. This is what happened to me. And I used to believe like this. But today I am finding just the opposite to be true. That means that belief that I had was not right. So this is our own progression of learning. The good thing is that previous assumption gave you a belief which led you to this new situation where you are able to challenge it again. This is progressive learning. We are growing. We are learning. So assumptions are only, you can say, think of it as a tool helping you build on your wisdom. Assumptions will only give you a platform. Okay, start from here and see what happens. Right? So this is how, when you are reading the book, every chapter you are reading, there maybe you will find many things. And I had said this right in the beginning that your belief system will be challenged. At every step, our belief system is being challenged. That's the primary filter that prevents us from learning new things. So that unless it is challenged, you can't learn new things. So that challenging is there. It's built in the book. It will keep challenging very lovingly. The way it is expressed is very lovingly, right? And it will give you some food for thought. Then the ownership is on you to go deeper and see, okay, what within me is blocking this? Say, for example, some people have a problem with the word God. Many people have come up now. I'm very happy. I really feel so good that these are the real finders. They are explorers, real explorers. They will figure it out finally, right? And if they had, say, for example, if they had believed, oh yes, there is God. Yes, I believe. They will never be able to find God. So I am so happy that people are challenging the word God. I'm very happy because then this is the way to find. Okay. Now, but at the same time, we have to also know that I believe that there is no God. That's also a belief, right? Some people have problem with bhakti, right? Uh, um, and I've been through that path myself. I used to be a very strong thought, having a very strong thought like that. But today I am very different. I have gone through transition. I have gone through process of evolution and figured out my own understanding that where was I wrong in my assumptions. Okay. So, and I am very open and I will share my journey also, how I have transitioned slowly and gradually, one by one, right? But being aware of our own blocks is very important. Unless you know your blocks, you won't be able to overcome them. So knowing is very important, right? So you have these questions coming up. Why do these people keep talking about God's qualities? Uh, because I have a problem with the word God itself. Good, very good. But for now, because I am learning from a book, something new has to come, I will have to keep my knowing aside for a moment. Let me keep it aside, go with whatever assumptions they are saying and see where they come up, what they come up with. That is being open. Then only you have a possibility of learning. If you stop it right in the beginning, based on your belief, you are not going to come out of that belief. You will stay there. And it will just be a superficial thing that keep happening, but really you won't make progress. Right? Now, think about us. Once again, this is based on certain assumptions that we are reborn and we have another beyond the body, we have that existence type of thing. But if you assume that that is so, what do? We have an existence which is all knowing. Today I got this new name for higher self, by the way. New term, not name, I will say new terminology. It's all knowing intelligence, AI, right? And Monilji added one word into that also. It is now active all-knowing intelligence. That's what I now feel about my higher self. So think about it. When in my existence I have all-knowing, why do I come into this body with a little knowing? Understanding this is very, so basically what am I doing when I'm in the body? I have set aside what I know. Then only I am ready to know something which I don't know. That is the primary reason why we forget the knowing. We forget and then start exploring as if I know nothing. That little infant who comes into this world, I know nothing, I am a blank slate, let me start again, fresh, open to learning. Then only I have a possibility to explore the unknown. This is the connection I got today. That our existence is exactly that only. The whole thing is created in that fashion that we are there to learn and know. So today this got connected for me, right? So um, I'm sorry, I really don't have examples to explain this. It may seem very abstract, but maybe at later on, sit with this recording and listen slowly. You will probably figure out something that will help you grow. To grow, it's very important that we keep a check on what we know already, because that will constantly interfere with new learning. It's not useless. It is good that learning can always filter out some things right in the beginning, that this is not for me. Good. Figure out what makes more sense to you, right? Without wasting time. That's very good. Your wisdom will tell you, this is not the right path for me. Perfect. Just go and figure out what's more suitable for you. But when you have decided, well, okay, I need to explore this one, then we have to open up. Okay, so I'm going to shut my trap now. I was so excited to share this thing with all of you that I was able to connect that as a human being, I am coming pre-programmed, right? Pre-configured for learning.
Sir,
Yes.
basically, you're trying to say do not resist any learning.
Yes, being open.
Yes.
Yes.
If you resist, it will persist.
You are basically blocking the path,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It will
And
persist. Yeah.
and by blocking what you are doing, you are staying with what you already know,
Exactly.
right? You are staying with what you know. That's
Yeah.
it, right?
You won't
Now, where
evolve.
is the
You won't evolve. Yeah.
possibility of knowing something new is only when I listen. I have been saying this thing always, right? When we say, when we tell something, we only express what we know.
Exactly.
But when we listen, we have a possibility of knowing something new.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And then,
that basically, that's the openness, being open.
yeah, and being open, if we are open, then we are evolving. Otherwise, we shut that gate and we are static.
Yeah, we are not adding to the very purpose for which we are here.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
are here only for a purpose of learning. That's what I figured out today.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, there's no other way of knowing the unknown.
Yeah.
Even for that which thinks, or I would say, which we call as all-knowing, right?
Yes.
For that all-knowing, also there could be unknown.
Mhm.
Always possible.
Yes.
And how does that being, that entity or existence figure out what's it? It produces, it comes out in this form of all of us in tiny little bits. Okay, let me explore it from this point of view. Let me explore possibilities or new knowledge by becoming Shailesh, right? And then give a certain characteristic to that guy, that entity called Shailesh, and then experience through that. Then a lot of unknown things will open up. I never thought this is possible, right? That kind of thing. Revelations will come from experiences. That is new knowing. And that new knowing gets added to that what we call as all knowing through me, right? Each one of us is that medium only. It all gets that all knowing const. So what we call as evolution, it is basically evolution of the all knowing through
Mhm.
us. And who is that all knowing? That all knowing is our own higher self,
Myself, yes.
right? That's the book is very clear about it.
Mhm.
So when we start linking up these things, then
Mhm.
we start, okay, I think now this makes more sense, right? We don't have to really get bogged down with the beliefs.
Mhm.
Beliefs, because beliefs have a connotation to it. There are biases, there are so many things associated. So for a moment, you don't have to discard your belief. Just keep it aside
Right,
and say,
yes.
okay, let I know that there is no God. But
Mhm.
okay, for now, let me see what they want to talk about.
Mhm.
Let's hear them out, kind of thing, right? Okay, God has these qualities. Okay, let me make that as my assumption. That's it, right? Don't let that one word kill your possibility of growth.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to get at.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. Anyone would like to add to this? I'm sorry I couldn't read through the chats here.
Achla ji had a question, and
Hmm.
then Ajay ji replied to it already.
Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. Yes, Rohini ji. I think I answered one of your questions as well. Yeah. Mm.
Yes. Namaste, Sharishi. Namaste, everyone, all the admins, all the members. Uh, so when you were talking about all-knowing field, uh, I just thought I'll mention, there's a modality that actually I participated in and learned, in which we have a field which we call as all-knowing field, and there is a client and there is a person with some issue, and that issue is just put out in a group, and there are random people who come in, who join in, and there's a small meditation that we used to do, and we all used to connect in that meditation. And the all-knowing field actually gave the client, sorry, there's a client and a facilitator. So the facilitator would know only about the problem of the client, and the rest of the people are absolutely unknown people who have just randomly joined in. And when we start with the session, the client actually chooses, representatives. So this modality is known as family constellations, and all the issues that originate um, in our life is said to be from our family system only. It could be, immediate family, or it could be ancestors or past lives or whatever. So that I've seen it being, each and every issue being explored so to the core in that in those sessions. And I mean, I have completely observed, how it gets the download of that particular person he or she is representing. And in that also, I often got that vision that all of us are sitting together in a circle, holding hands, and we're trying, all of us, the group energy is coming together to to get a solution for the client, some movement for the client, some movement happens for the client. So this is absolutely, this field that we're talking about, this is absolutely there. Uh, this is definitely that unified field also that we are exploring now. And I also wanted to share that I got my name, my higher self's name.
Good.
Uh, uh, it is not actually a name, it is actually a thing. And that too, the name that I got, my higher self actually turned it into a feminine name, feminine name of a thing.
Hmm.
And that is kind of a reminder for me. Whenever I think about that, then that qualities, I know I start flowing in those qualities then. So this is a very, um,
Yeah.
I mean, very, very, very close to me, very close to my heart. It actually brings me very close to my heart. And
Very good.
for people who are focused, are not able to center in their heart. So I just wanted to share like my experience, how I did it,
Hmm.
because I also took a lot of time in getting to that. So like
Yeah.
Monalji mentioned that, the breaths and everything. So
Hmm.
when I take the breath, I imagine that it is going into my heart. And then I imagine that now that I have centered in there. And sometimes, I'm able to actually feel energy in different parts of my body also. So I will just keep my fingers in my heart center and, gather all the awareness from everywhere else. And also make an intention that, even if I'll start feeling something in my head, or something in my near my navel chakra or whatever. I'll always make an intention that whoever I'm connecting to, I'm connected to this group energy, I'm connected to anybody else. I'm only and only connecting through my heart.
Hmm.
That is only going to be my connection point.
Hmm.
And one of the beliefs, I think I have already, I mean, my higher self has already, has started to work with. So after I got the name, and I also participated in the Hindi sessions also. So while while doing one of the meditation sessions, I just fell asleep, and I continue to listen to these sessions like on a daily basis. So if I'm doing one thing, I will completely stick on to that thing. Like my day and night and everything is going to be that thing only.
Hmm.
So while I was sleeping, and it was a Hindi meditation that Preeti ji was guiding, and uh, in that she just mentioned Samriddhi, and I was, I was asleep, and suddenly I just got like wide awake.
Hmm.
Just with that word, I got wide awake, and I was just thinking about it. But I do not judge it at that point in time. I just notice it that this is something that came up. So next day, what happened? Next day, I start my work like really early in the morning. So my brain is like functional at 5:30 a.m. I'm at work. So uh, I get some off time around 2-ish. That is when I rest. And after that, I'm able to meditate in the evening, for our sessions and all.
Hmm.
So when I was sleeping and I was about to wake up, in my sleep, I think I did this meditation and I slept off. In that, I saw another female. She was like, oh yeah, that day I was craving for a truffle pastry. I'm completely off sugar because I'm on a diet. So that day I was craving a truffle pastry, and that truffle pastry for me is a reminder of a very happy time in my life. Every bite is like, used to be a bliss and all of that. So, and just um, it was revealed to me, like I saw another female and she's very happy and all of that. And I'm offering that truffle pastry cake entirely to her. And then when I got conscious of it, the belief system started. I mean, I was shown like my belief systems from maybe from my birth till now. It was revealed to me during that time, and it was a very short span, like 3 seconds maybe. And after that, I have realized that suddenly there has been a shift in my belief. So was it that it has just been revealed to me, or I have to consciously make a change, or it just happens? Like this is my question. Like how does it?
It is. Just let it happen. The reprogramming of the subconscious appears, or it starts showing up in our behavior. So
Yeah.
don't worry about what your subconscious has captured. Subconscious is a very different phenomenon. We will talk about all that later on. But for now, um, just be focused on establishing that relationship with your higher self. Okay.
Hmm.
Working with higher self about belief system and stuff like that, we will do slowly, gradually. Right? Don't expedite that part. That will not be helpful. It will actually damage. That's
No,
the
no, I'm
reason
just
why.
in the
Hmm.
observer. I'm just completely observing everything.
Hmm.
But there was one sudden, reaction after I got conscious, like after 5 minutes, you know, that is a natural thing that has come to me is I
Hmm.
accept it. Whatever it is,
Hmm.
I accept it.
Yes, yes. That's
This
very
is the
good.
only thing I'm
Just
doing.
uh, be open. Be open. Okay, I am open to learn whatever is coming my way. Let's see what it is. Okay, fine. Right? Whatever it is, let it come.
Hmm.
It will all start like when we were talking about clicking, right? Revati ji
Hmm.
was saying that the name clicked all of a sudden. There was no doubt. That clicking process is internal to us. It keeps on happening.
Hmm.
So maybe like 6 months ago, you got a piece of information that's sitting there unconnected within your system. It will keep sitting, but it will one day get connected and you will know exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing. If it has a purpose. If it's connected with your current assignment, I would call it, of exploration on this planet. If it is relevant to it, it will very easily connect and you will know it.
Okay.
It's that, oh yes, I can tell you, I got connected with my thought of my very childhood. And when did that happen? When I was, I think, 62 years old. After that many
Hmm.
years. Like those thoughts were probably from the time when I was 10 years old or something.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
After that many years, that thing got connected. Why my current scenario is like this sat in that one thought 50 years ago. That's how beautiful this knowing is, right? Your inner thing, if there is something unresolved sitting there, it won't go away. It
Yeah.
will stay there. And at some point, it will get connected. And once it is connected, it will go away. Its purpose is done, right? That information has reached its destination.
Yeah. And the synchronicities I'm noticing, it's like just so much. I don't know from where I got this word Shamshan, like day before I got this. And I was just wondering where this word came from, and I just left it. And yesterday you talked about it.
Yes.
And
So,
and there's one more thing that happened yesterday. I don't know, when you tell us to send love to anybody and everybody. So the first thing that I do is I send it to my loved ones in heaven, and then to my family, and then to my workplace and everything. So yesterday, I don't know, during meditation, I just lost my father 2 years ago. And yesterday, I had this desire. I don't know, this thing in me that I wanted to hug him. And yesterday, it kind of fulfilled. I don't know. I saw that I am actually hugging you as a father. I saw that in my meditation yesterday.
this happens, this happens. You all will laugh about it, but I have had that experience with Hanumanji of, of all things. I have had that. So I when I think about it, I still laugh, but I feel it now. Like that embrace, I can never forget. This is how it happens. And this must be a cherished desire of mine from childhood or wherever, right?
Hmm.
It got fulfilled in these 60s is when I am beginning to um, process my unresolved things in after my 60 years of age. So
Yeah. I don't
So
know. I was
they,
I was
yeah,
I was so hesitant whether I should share or I should not share.
yeah,
And
that's okay.
usually you'll find my sharings very, delayed.
That's okay. It's all right. All of us are going through a process. We have to be patient, right? This is the most important thing I have learned in my growth, my journey. Patience is the biggest reward. It gives you the best possible reward when you are patient, right? Patience is also a key to learning. That is one virtue which helps you learn. Being patient, just being patient. There is no rush. Why? Because there is no time. In my mind now, my mind is kind of transformed. It is getting rid of time now. Imagine, mind's own creation is time. Mind lives only in time, but it is now slowly and gradually getting out of it.
I really have to thank you for this because, you know, since 2022, I don't know, I was in my head and I had this thought that, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. And that created so much of anxiety in me for so many years. And then as soon as we started the meditations and you mentioned that, there is no dearth of time.
Yeah.
And that suddenly calmed me down. And,
Yes.
I kind of stick to that
Yeah.
now.
So even
Thank you.
let's assume that there is something called time. Time, we know that in this physical existence, time is the most important and most valuable resource we all have, right? It's the most valuable resource we have. But if I constantly, I am talking about me now, if I constantly keep crying for time, oh, I have no time, I have no time, universe creates situation where I will have no time. And when I start saying, well, there is plenty of time, I have no rush. I will have plenty of time always, right? This is just a shift, little shift. Then time is no more a constraint. That's the beautiful thing about thinking, thoughts. Our thoughts create our experiences. So, yes, anything more you want to add, Rohini?
No, I just wanted to thank you for that.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. I'm really happy that we are openly talking about things. I don't want you to suppress your thoughts. Oh, maybe this is silly, or maybe I don't know what Shailaji will think. None of that. Your thought is valuable. Your thought is coming in a group situation for a reason. It may not be just for you, it may be for many others in the group that may find a resolution through that discussion. Ultimately, what we are doing is working on the mind only, the thoughts, right? And thoughts can be worked upon only through discussions. That is the significance of satsang, right? That is the significance, because there we are doing a focused churning of thoughts. We work
Hmm.
with our thoughts. So excellent. I'm really happy that we are having the questions, and I try and figure out answers, and in the process I learn hell of a lot. So for me, this is such a blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, any other question? Anything else?
Preeti ji had explained very well in yesterday's session that how to get heart centered. And of course, the 24 days meditations are available, but yesterday she repeated uh, in short, very briefly, she mentioned. So if anybody wants, also they can watch that. And Saleji, like you and Vanna ji were saying yesterday, that when you leave the house, you send the love and light to the place that you're visiting. And we forgot to mention that when we come back from somewhere using the facilities, like for example, a hotel room, or you go to a park, or you go to a playground, wherever you are, you also leave your love and light there before leaving from that
Uh,
place. That is very all important as well. So we
yes,
have learned from you only, but now when we leave any hotel room or anything, I think Vannaji is also practicing. But yesterday we just mentioned the one way, but I wanted to add that we also have to leave gratitude and love when we leave that facility. that we have already
Exactly.
used. Yeah. So
Absolutely,
wherever
yes.
we are, to that space, to that, to that environment. Mm.
Yes. And this is almost, you can think of it like when you go to a restaurant, why do you give tip to the one who is attending to you, the bearer? Why do you give a tip?
Because they served us, and
No,
his
tip,
care and concern.
the word tips is to ensure perfect service. So when you give love to whatever you have used in this, um, in from the nature, from what is existing, whatever you have used, when you have gratitude for it, you are basically giving a tip to the universe so that you keep getting that experience again. So every time you go in wherever you are going, you will get that service, right?
Yes.
So whenever you leave, and this is a very important thing, like many people let's say people living in rented accommodations, you are moving from one apartment to another apartment, right? Your lease is over in one place, you go to another place. When you are leaving that place, whichever apartment that is, fill it with love and then go to your next apartment with, before going, you have filled this apartment with love, and you have also filled that destination apartment also with love, that it was created for me, for my convenience, and this one has served me for that many months and years, and that one is ready to serve me for so many more years, and I give my love to both of these places. And then when I leave this apartment, the love that I leave here is going to nourish those who occupy it after me. That is the intention. With that you leave, you will find that every time you will get the best experience in your new place. This is ensuring with the universe that I am really grateful for everything that I have received from you. You can pamper the ego of the universe also, right?
I have done that previously. I've
Hmm.
written a very, I have left a very good note for the landlord, and then saying that we really used your space and we bless you that, you earn more from this and love and light, whatever it came to my mind. I think that time I wasn't even doing unified. So, but
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
but then we continued staying there. I don't know if it's because of the note, but I did not mention that maybe your new tenants also get that,
Yeah.
blessed by this place or anything. But we continued. So actually, the blessing went around and came to me.
You will see amazing results from this practice. It's not just the physical space itself, like any facility for that matter. Like let's say you are traveling in a public transport, right? Before you exit that vehicle, you leave love there for everyone around the vehicle itself, the organization that runs it, all the people engaged in making that happen. You just say, I mean, feel that love for all of them to be facilitating that service for you. Behind every service, so much goes on. And when we are grateful for that service, that service persists for us forever.
Yeah, that's so true. When I went for the trip, I was sending that love to the mountains, and I was saying that, you are one with me, and you are also made in the image of God and everything. So, thanks to this unified course, that we are living the experience, we're
Absolutely.
practicing it. Yeah,
Mm,
we are. And that is where the unfoldment happens. So, you
yes.
have to be patient, you have to be
Yes.
open minded, you have to trust the process. So,
Yeah.
it's not that people will, but I was doing it in my mind. If I do it loudly, people around me won't understand and they will say she's gone crazy. She's talking to the mountains and to the flowers and the trees passing by. Because most of our trip went on the in the car because we are traveling from one place to another each day. So there's
Oh,
lot of travel in
yes,
that days when I went. So I used to look at the mountains and I was mesmerized by the beauty, the Himalayas.
mm,
So I sent so much
yes,
love to them. So I feel like going again now because it's calling me. The love is,
definitely. Do
I've
what
left my
what your
love and
heart
light
wants.
there.
Yes, yes. Do what your heart wants. And actually, if you have that sort of connection with that experience, it may happen, it may come to you, that experience will come to you through a different flavor, maybe.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So it may be now you have witnessed the experience of Himalayas. Maybe you will next time witness the experience of Rocky Mountains. They are very close to my house. So
Maybe. When you were explaining the deers and the river flowing, I could imagine, and I am already fell in love. Said, oh my God! And today also I was thinking about that experience. That wow, Saleji is like living besides the river and so beautiful. And you have already shown us the snow when it's
yes,
when it's snowing and
correct.
how it looks. So of course we have a
Nature,
glimpse of it already.
nature is so beautiful all around us in all forms. It's very, very beautiful. We just have to feel it actually. Just here, when you begin to feel, it just keeps unfolding. That unfolding word is beautiful. It just keeps unfolding. And
Yeah.
we,
I just loved
um,
it in the whole chapter. I was
yeah,
again and again trying to
yes,
find out what it is means exactly. Like it was resonating with me, but I really wanted to find out. And then
yeah,
I don't know if I found the right answer. It said like you practice what you have been told to. It's an evolution that growing up, like Mannaji
yes.
said that it's like growing up to it and then living that experience.
When
And
we
on the trip
become,
I went, there was a
mm,
branch flower that was
mm,
attracting me so much. Like the whole tree is like light brown, and the green leaves on this, and very beautiful red color flowers. So it was
mm,
growing on that, mountain region and the areas. And then they were selling also the branch tea there. So I
mm,
don't know what it's called in English, but it was my first time to experience that. And I
ah,
just fell in love. And I remember everything like whenever I'm sitting and I feel I'm there already.
absolutely. So these are our experiences. Our experiences are constantly uh, enforcing that connectivity with nature. They are constantly. We are not alone here. We are not separated. We are, and that not separated thing comes only from these connections. We are connected to anything and everything, all everything around us. And once that thing sinks in, the barriers vanish, and then you become one. That oneness comes. So
And
this is
I
that process.
experienced it. Yeah, I experienced it so lovingly, and that the presence there, everything, I loved it. That if someone tells me to share the pictures, I think, no, I don't want to share because, it's not. Because it's not, the pictures are not doing justice to that beauty or to what I experience. That I want to tell people what I experience, not the pictures.
Correct. Yes. Good. Thank you,
So
Monal.
let's
Let's,
listen to Bhavna ji. Yeah.
yes, Bhavna ji.
Thank you, Sally ji.
Thank you.
आत्मवंदन शैलेश जी,
Hmm.
थैंक यू सो
Atmanand.
मच फॉर लिसनिंग टू माय क्वेरी। एक्चुअली मुझे बहुत दिनों से दिस थिंग इज गोइंग ऑन इन माय हार्ट एंड माइंड। आई बीन वांटिंग टू आस्क यू, but then every time it gets late and then I don't get to ask. This concept of giving love and light, I've been learning a lot during this course. Giving gratitude to everything, sending love and light every day. I'm sending to my children, to each and everyone. And but my question is, like, I have a daughter who lives in the US. She's now 34 years old. She'll be 35 now, next May. But earlier, she was very, very attached to me, you know, like heart to heart connection, because she stayed in the hostel most of her school life, college life. Then she went to the US about 12 years ago. She went for a master's and she did a PhD, then job. But recently, 3, 4 years, I've been noticing she's gone distant from me,
Mm,
like detached, and I would also say apathetic.
mm,
And I'm surprised ki what's gone into her. Why is she drifting away from me? What have I done so bad to create that impression in her mind? Like certainly she has a set of grudges and reservations against me. And even though I try so much to send love, compassion, every day I'm praying for her every day. Recently she lost her job. They've been having huge layoffs everywhere in US. So I've been praying each and every day. But we have, कुछ भी छोटी सी बात होती है and we have a fight, big fight.
mm.
And then even if I'm talking calmly, patiently, she would speak rudely to me, and then I don't know how to behave with her. So my my worry is, how can I mend my relationships with my children? And in spite of me changing myself so much, adjusting to everything, एंड उनको कुछ रिप्लाई नहीं करना है, रूडली नहीं बोलना है, काम टोन रखना है, एवरीथिंग आई एम ट्राइंग, बट देन आई डोंट नो, लाइक आई सी नथिंग इज चेंजिंग,
Yeah.
सो हाउ
So
टू डू दैट?
observe what you are doing. Just
ओके.
observe what you are doing. Whatever you are doing artificially. काम टोन रखना है, उनको ऐसे नहीं बोलना है. You are forcing artificial behavior on yourself.
No, because I'm trying to
Uh,
not hurt them in any way.
mm, that again, objective is incorrect. Think
अच्छा.
about it. Just,
Okay.
I'm not trying to prove anything wrong here, right? I want to help you out. I
Right.
think we have talked about it in the past also once.
Once, yeah, I had
Yeah.
asked you.
And
Yeah.
what did I tell you? Where is the problem?
That time you had said, कि just think of her as like when she was born and you held her in your arms. How did you feel that time?
Hmm. But
So,
what I am now, think about it. Why do you have a problem only with her? Why not your neighbor?
maybe it's a karma.
No, no, nothing to do with karma.
Then.
No, no, we are beyond that now. In this course, there is no karma, no talk of
Okay.
karma.
Okay. And earlier she was such a lovely child. She was always bothered about me because me and my husband, we've always had
Ah,
fights.
there. The problem is right there.
Where?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The problem is right here.
Where?
My child. Problem is that my. Otherwise, you would have the same problem with the neighbor also.
Okay, she's my child then.
Why do you think she is your child?
I've given birth to her.
You don't own her. No.
Okay, I
No, no,
don't
no.
own her, but
Yeah.
somewhere
So
it
how can,
hurts.
when
Somewhere
you
it
don't own
hurts.
her, how can she be yours? You don't even own your own body. Forget about that other one.
But we all
Your
like to
body.
have good relations, no? Especially with our children. So it's very
So
hurtful.
these, once again, you want to have a good relation with children because they are your children. Why not neighbors' children?
Yeah, they're not mine.
They are not mine. So this mine is the root cause of all the trouble in this world. And this is not just your case. Bhavna ji, don't take it personally. This is the case with everyone, me included. But being aware helps a lot. Where is my desire coming from? And trust me, that my is also such a selfish thing that you are doing. You feel good about their being there with you. That's why you call them mine. They are giving your ego food all the time. And when that food starts reducing, you feel bad. Your ego is feeling dissatisfied. So problem is not with the child, it's with you.
But
Your
then how
ego is
to
constantly crying, oh my God.
but then how to
Why?
improve? Like I want the relationships to be smooth and she should be also at peace and I should be also
Why
at
do you
peace.
want? So first of all, investigate why do you have such a great desire for that relationship to be good?
Because I love her and I want peace in our
No,
hearts and
no.
lives.
That is where we are now learning a new definition of love here.
Okay.
Love is not something to be done. The thing you call love is basically attachment to your ego. You don't love
Hmm.
her. I can guarantee this thing and I can prove it to you. You love the pleasure that you get when she comes in front of you, not her. The feeling that you get when she appears in front of you. And
Okay.
so is the case with everyone you call as mine. This is written in the Bhagavad Puran, by the way. Srimad Bhagavad Puran has a story on this thing. Very clear story. What do we call as I love?
Hmm.
What I love is the pleasure, the feel good thing that I get when I see somebody.
Right.
And for that to happen, there has to be somebody.
Okay.
And that is not love. That is not what we are learning here is a totally different thing. I am love.
Hmm.
Forget everything else. I am love. First become that love, then expect changes to happen elsewhere. You have not done the homework and you are expecting results to be good. You want to secure 100% marks in the exam without doing the homework. How is it possible? Do the work on yourself first. Then expect the world to change. Your experiences are a consequence of your mind. The very first thing we learn here in this course is I create my reality. And
Hmm.
if your reality is giving you sour taste, it's coming from here.
Okay. So the problem
And
is in my thinking.
investigate. Start investigating, okay? Being in heart space. Have you experienced it?
Hmm.
I don't think so. You are still in the mind. You haven't experienced being in the heart. You got to do the head. This is your block right now. I'm only saying from observation point of view, right? I do not know what's within you, in you, what you are going through. There could be several things which I am not aware of, right? You need to process your own totality. You know it the best, right?
Hmm.
So I'm only giving you pointers to look here, look here, look here, look in that corner, this corner, that corner. Maybe you will find something, right? So I can keep giving you hints, but you will have to figure it out. Exactly the same story, by the way, exactly the same story was with Meena ji. That was in 2024 program we were doing.
Acha.
Exactly the same story, no difference. And today she is teaching unified.
Oh wow.
She has run a complete unified course in Hindi and now running in Punjabi. She has translated the book also in Punjabi. Her story is exactly what you have got,
But
right?
then what should I do?
मेरा मेरा मेरी बेटी अरे पकड़ के रखा अरे तुम्हारा कुछ है नहीं इस दुनिया में
Okay, मेरा भी नहीं है, but I'm sending love and light every day and I'm praying for you and
तो
like
आप
why aren't
मैजिक
things improving?
हाँ तो आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो मैजिक होने वाला है कुछ हाउ डू यू नो थिंग्स आर नॉट इम्प्रूविंग if you are sending love and light by being in heart space, it will work instantly. But if you are not in heart space, you are doing a mental activity, you won't see result. You will, but doing the mental activity is important. Keep doing it. Why? Because gradually, when you constantly keep repeating the mental activity, it will sink into your subconscious. And when it sinks into your subconscious, then external manifestations will begin to appear. Okay? And do not plant wrong things in your subconscious. Be very careful. I want to have good relationship with my daughter. Very bad thought. Don't even allow it to go to your subconscious. But a good thought is written in the book. I am love. We have created a little slide called Unified Mantra. Mug it up and keep repeating. This is how I did. I wrote that Unified Mantra only when I wanted to do it for myself. Right? When I was going through exactly what you are going through, I wrote that mantra and it's there on my wall also here, on my wall here. It's there. I printed and stuck it there. And then I constantly kept repeating it, constantly kept repeating it. It was to that extent that in one day I realized as I woke up for going to washroom in the night, that was going on in my head. That mantra was going on constantly. And I kept repeating, right? God is love. I am love. God is peace. I am peace.
Please.
God is all knowing intelligence. I am all knowing intelligence. I am whole and complete. I am unified. The whole mantra. I used to keep. I am made in the image of God. You start from there and do this. Keep repeating, and it will sink into your subconscious that unconsciously your behavior will reflect that love that you have become. I am love means you have become love. You totality is love. Then you don't have to give or take. You are totally filled with nothing but love. And that's the essence of this chapter as well. I am made in love. And through that, I'm connected with everything. So I have to slowly and gradually make sure that my mind accepts it. And mind accepts only from subconscious. So sink it in. Reprogram the subconscious, it will happen. If you start doing it from your heart space, you will see immediate results. Like many experiences that, like Monilji was sharing, Vandanaji was shared yesterday. These experiences that I send love to the place where I'm going, and all my experiences are so good. That is instant manifestation, right? How is it happening for them? They have figured out how to be in the heart space first, right? So that should be your primary goal right now. Um, Work on being in the heart space, right? And also keep hammering that thing through mental activity also. Okay, if I am not able to reach my heart space, so be it. I am going to keep doing mechanical mental activity. Just keep repeating. That is another way. It will, once your subconscious accepts it, there is no disagreement in your subconscious about what you are thinking in the conscious mind. It manifests right away. So your subconscious and conscious, they align. When they align, every thought becomes a reality. Every
Okay.
thought. Yes, yes. This is a proven thing. I have experienced it. And we have several masters who are practicing it. They know. They have gone through those experiences.
So a
Right?
conscious mind and subconscious mind should align, and then things will happen.
Yes, exactly. And subconscious may your subconscious was created in your childhood, by the way. So in there are lots of things sitting which today, when you know about it, you will not agree to. Today, you are much more experienced person. Your wisdom has expanded over the years. In childhood, you don't have that. So you accept whatever is coming. So
Hmm.
you will now, when you investigate, you will find through the course we are going to do it. You will be investigating your subconscious and figuring, oh my God, I'm carrying this also. I'm carrying this also.
Because
And
also, one thing I've also noticed, not only my daughter, I seem to not get along with most of the people. My relationships are not very good overall in general.
ठीक है
Be it
ना?
servants, be it family,
हम्म, तो
and
अभी
yeah,
आपको करना क्या है? हाँ, सो
mm,
हाउ द कॉमन सॉल्यूशन टू एवरीथिंग, द रूट कॉज इज मी, है ना?
right, right, right.
Okay. Now, first acknowledge that, okay, there is something that I have to work on within me that I
Hmm.
have to work on. Don't feel or don't condemn yourself. You are not bad.
Hmm.
There's nothing wrong with you. Know it. I am perfect as I am. But there is some thinking pattern which I need to change. I have to resolve it. Right? So that I can experience what I want to experience. I am actually
Okay.
not experiencing what I want. So
Hmm.
how do I make them happen? Is by reorganizing my thought patterns, right? And this is the purpose of the whole book. Okay, but you have very correctly, first of all, figured it out. Very good. Now I know where the issue is. I am
Hmm.
not going to look at anybody else to change. I am not going to want anyone else to change because I am initiating the experiences. I initiate it. And then slowly and gradually, this what we are talking about, it will be done in week number 6. We are in week 2 right now. Week number 6, we will be working in detail on it,
Okay.
and you will be able to figure out many things. But start thinking about that part now. Okay, that I have to reprogram myself to unified mantra. Those few lines only, nothing more than that. That will change everything.
Sure, sure. Take.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you.
Good, good. And be gentle to yourself, be loving to yourself, right? Ah,
Thank you.
good. Very good. Thank you. Okay. So any more questions? Anything where I can help with? Otherwise, yes, Hazelji. Yes. Hmm.
मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगी।
हाँ,
आत्मा वंदन। आपको हंसी आएगी मगर अभी मुझे कुछ ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस हो रहे हैं कि उसका पता नहीं यूनिफाइड से लेना देना है या नहीं है। मैं मेडिटेशन में बैठती हूँ, रात को बैठती हूँ तो कभी कभी डोर के बाहर घुंघरू की आवाज आती है, कभी कभी बैंगल्स की आवाज आती है। एक दिन तो ऐसा हुआ कि आपने जब स्टोरी बताई थी आपका एक्सीडेंट का, तो 2 दिन तक मुझे वो पेन फील हुआ। पता नहीं कनेक्ट हो जाती हूँ किसी से या क्या, पता नहीं। इमोशनल तो मैं पहले से थी, मगर ये सब हो रहा है। फिर वो हार्ट सेंटर का किया तो वो ऐसे लग रहा था कि पत्थर भी मैं हूँ, पानी भी मैं हूँ, पौधा भी मैं हूँ, सब कुछ मैं ही हूँ। ऐसे अतरंग सी सब चीजें हो रही है मेरे साथ, तो पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है।
so कुछ गलत नहीं हो रहा है। फर्स्ट थिंग इज आपको यू सेड आप हंसेंगे, बट आप क्यों नहीं हंसोगे इसके लिए? यू शुड ऑल्सो लाफ, फील हैप्पी, थ्रिल्ड, यस, गुड। I am now experiencing something different.
ओके।
That means अंदर में चेंज हुआ, कुछ तो चेंज हुआ, right?
हाँ
Something has changed that is giving me a different experience. है ना?
हाँ
ब्यूटीफुल यार, अच्छा है, चेंज हो रहा है ना? अभी
हाँ।
स्लोली क्या हो रहा है, अभी माइंड इज नॉट एबल टू कॉम्प्रीहेंड, माइंड को समझ नहीं आ रहा है ये क्या हो रहा है, इसीलिए ये
हम्म,
कंफ्यूजन है। गुड, नो
हाँ।
प्रॉब्लम। जैसे ही कंफ्यूजन होता है ना, गो बैक टू योर हार्ट, बस।
अच्छा।
दैट इज व्हाट इट इज टेलिंग यू कि यू आर आउटसाइड द हार्ट राइट नाउ,
ओके।
है ना? बैक, यू आर बैक
हाँ
इन द माइंड, दिल में अपना हार्ट में चले जाओ। नो, नो एक्सपीरियंस इज यूजलेस। Every experience is useful. Whatever you are experiencing, make note of these things. Okay?
Okay.
Next week, we are going to do a practice where you will learn to deal with these things.
Okay.
हाँ, next
हाँ,
week में ये सब हम करेंगे. We will learn in chapter 5 we will learn to deal with it. Next week में we will learn a new tool to work with this. ठीक है? Then we will in chapter 5 we will learn to deal with it. So अभी just know that you are getting ready for chapter 3 now.
okay.
हाँ,
Thank you.
this is the beautiful part. You are
Okay.
getting ready for next chapter.
Okay. Thank you.
It's coming and be happy about it.
Okay.
हाँ,
I
कुछ
am
गलत नहीं है.
confusing what is this is happening to me like that
Don't,
thing.
कुछ भी गलत नहीं हो रहा है, सब बढ़िया है, फर्स्ट क्लास एंटरटेनमेंट है.
अच्छा.
Good.
Thank you.
Next week we are going to do this. We will learn.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
चलिए, good. Thank you. All right. So this being our third day of this week 2, 4 more days. All of you need to continue your practice till the next week's session. Next week we will work on week 3, where we will learn more about our aura and influences and so on, right? What all influences us, things like that. So next week we will be looking into that. Meanwhile, just continue your practice. Um, Keep using the activity workbook as we have given you there. Those steps will help you remain consistent in your practice. You will not forget things. Okay. Yes, Parulji, yes, you wanted what you want to say.
Navandana, Shaileshji, and all the masters there. Celeste, so I have a question. Sending this love and light uh, to the people, to any plants, animals. I always like before even doing unified, I always feel like whenever I do prayers or send it like a Narayan Kavach to keep everyone safe, I always used to do it for the universe. Like I do it and send it, like pass it into the universe, like right. So it's not only for the limited person or whatever, but for the entire creation, like right. So now even sending this love and light also, I strongly feel like that I always start with like I want to send it to the every particle of this creation, and then yes, some people or situation come in the mind, but I always want to send it that way. So is it okay to do it? And I feel like when I do it, like I'm sending that love from my heart and it's expanding and like becoming like a little big circle, whatever, and then it's merging into the space in the universe, like as I said. So that's how I do it. I cannot like I don't visualize like really like so huge, but yes, it's expansion and then it merges in the space in the universe. So is it okay to do it that way?
So yes, nothing wrong. I just explained to Bhavna ji that initially, as till such time we become comfortable with our heart space, this will remain a mental exercise, and that's okay. That's the purpose. Do it. This is, you have so far been doing a mental exercise only, and you are used to doing it. Continue. Let it sink into your subconscious. What part of it should sink into your subconscious? Your godliness qualities. Your subconscious needs to accept that I have all these qualities. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am whole and complete. That should sink in. I am. Those affirmations are very important to go to your subconscious. Okay. When
Yes.
that happens, then magic will start happening. Till such time, it is a mental activity. Mental activity usually has a misalignment with your heart. Okay. I would say not heart, the subconscious. In the heart, actually, there is no, when you are in heart space, you don't feel the need to send anything anywhere. Why?
Okay.
Because when you are in synchronization with the universe, You know that everything is perfect as it is. I don't need to send anything anywhere.
It's true.
The universe is perfect as it is in all its magnificence. It
Yes.
is, right? So, uh, my purpose is exploring, not doing, right? Exploring, experiencing, it's meant for my enjoyment. I will experience and enjoy it. This universe has given me so much for my enjoyment. We will dwell on these things as we go through. There's more coming, but know that initial few weeks, repetitive practice of those I am affirmations, God, accepting the God qualities for yourself are critical. Okay, it may seem mechanical, it may seem mundane, no problem. Just do it. Hmm? And then when it sinks in, you will start seeing the magic. Then your behavior will change. People are going to come to you asking for things. You will become a magnet. It is just like good, you know,
Yes.
and all the flies will come to the good automatically. Right? That's what we become when we become love.
Yes.
Right? So no worries.
You.
Having that connection with the universe is a beautiful thing. So your mind is already in set in the right direction, right? Your mind accepts being expanded. That is another
Yes.
hurdle people have, but you don't, right? You don't have that hurdle. You feel connected, beautiful. Your mind has accepted it. Hmm?
Yes.
So your experience of your own expandedness will be easy.
Thank you.
Hmm. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Parvalji. Yes, Anuji, you can unmute.
Um, Gratitude to Shailesh sir. So I feel that I'm in the nursery class as we start, right? So so that way, like we need to kind of evolve. So that's where felt that I started school again, school, and I'm still at nursery learning ABCD. And slowly, as I'm still in the first chapter, trying to like grab everything and put into my mind. But yeah, that's what I felt when Rohinji was sharing. So Shailesh sir, I have a situation which I was not feeling that much anxious before, like a little bit of health situation.
Hmm.
It started a couple of weeks back, and then I was not very stressed out, and I felt that it will go on. It'll eventually be okay. But then it continued a little bit week by week, and I then started talking to my parents and my with my neighbors, and not neighbors, but then whoever I know who is aware of that situation. Then slowly they kind of said, no, you need to see a doctor and all. And here it's very difficult to get a doctor appointment. It takes months, right, to get a proper doctor, because so much of wait time and all. And then, because initially I was not feeling that much stressed and not anxious, I just kept it that okay, it's a situation, I have accepting it, and it will slowly pass through, it will be okay. But as week by week continued, and the situation still continued with me, and then a little bit of I started like kind of following up with the doctors, not getting it. That anxiousness started creeping into me, and though I was like kind of doing everything, keeping alignment that yeah, eventually everything will be taken care, this is a situation, accepting it, sending love and light. But uh, slowly, gradually, week by week, the mind is now taking more control, and I'm getting more anxious now. If even if I feel at the heart, I mean, trying to feel my heart. I missed 2 days session, so I was trying to go and listen to them. and like practice into it myself. um, so now when I, even if I'm trying to be at the heart space, I am not able to feel that. I feel more of anxiousness, more of stress in it. Though Shalisa, you mentioned that keep practicing it, as you mentioned a few minutes out, like even if the heart is not allowing, but still practice it in your mind, keep repeating, keep repeating, keep repeating. But now I'm a situation, like at this point of, I was like coloring the that heart. I still haven't sent out, because I thought like, okay, let me just keep myself, make myself a little bit relaxed, let me color that heart of mine. So I was just taking my pencil out and coloring it. But I thought that, okay, maybe let me, I thought it might be a little silly question, but then Shalisa, you mentioned that nothing is silly. So I thought, okay, let me still take your advice. Let me just put it out to you that I'm not able to feel my heart space because of maybe a little bit of stress. I'm now more in the mind control. How do I get it back, Shalisa? I know universe will be taking care of me. Everything is taking care. This is a situation. It will pass. I have to just slowly accept it. But now I think mind is more in control of me than my heart.
Yeah. So, and this, if you are following chats in the group, many people have a very similar thing. Many people have
Mm-hmm.
fears taking over and
Mm-hmm.
not letting you get to your heart space, right? This is your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But you
Yes.
have experienced heart space though, right? You have already experienced it through those 24 days of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to experience your heart?
Um, I'm not 100% sure, Shalisa. Sometimes I feel I am, but then as Monil ji said, that Preeti ma'am had explained that heart, so I'm like more eager to go back to that session and listen more to it to feel that was I really at heart space, or was I kind of imagining that I am at heart space, or was it the real heart space? So I have to like still, I'm not, I cannot 100% say that I was able to feel that heart space, but I'm
All right.
absolutely trying my best.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I will give you today also in the session, earlier in the session, I had mentioned a trick
Mm-hmm.
to um, let your body and mind work together.
Mm-hmm.
And the trick is to become still.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever you are, become comfortable in whatever posture you are, and
Mm-hmm.
then don't move.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Okay.
Just stay still for 10 minutes, right? And close your eyes, stay still for 10 minutes, and take 3 deep breaths to begin with. After that, just sit still. Okay. When you do this for 10 minutes, you will see a shift within. You will find it so much easier to go to your heart space. Try this trick and then give us a feedback, right?
Okay, sir.
Let me know if you are finding it easier to go to your heart space.
Mm-hmm.
But the other things that I could recommend for you is the two new meditations that Preeti has recently given for the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
The heart brain connectedness meditation, and then there is one
Mm-hmm.
more. So those meditations, right? The
Mm-hmm.
feeling of the divine
Mm-hmm.
qualities. Those two meditations, try doing them and
Mm-hmm.
see if you can get heart centered.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But the best, the easiest thing that you can do anywhere, anytime is
Mm-hmm.
this: become still and take 3 deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And let the body mind work with each other. But the most important is after taking the 3 deep breaths, staying
Mm-hmm.
still for 10 minutes. So before starting, make sure that you don't need to move.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Try that. This will
Mm-hmm.
help. Hmm.
Okay. And also, Shalisa, about my situation, I should just relax upon it and just feel that the universe is taking care of it, and I am
Think
also taken
intelligent.
care of.
Think intelligently. Think about it intelligently. What are we learning in this all these lessons we've been talking, I create my reality. Step
Mm.
number one. And how do I create my reality? Through my thoughts. Second thing, right? So be watchful and aware of your thoughts.
Okay.
If you have thoughts of anxiety, you will get anxiety, right? And by constantly thinking about that situation, you are only increasing your anxiety, which will bring more anxiety, situations of more anxiety for you,
It's yeah.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
where is the intelligence? Intelligence is in not worrying. Worry is going to brood more worry. It will
Mm.
breed, it will breed more and more worry for you. But
Mm.
if you are able to shift from that worry part, because you are not solving the situation, by the way, by
Yeah.
worrying, you are not solving the situation, right? If your worry was able to solve, then yes, by all means. But worrying about a situation never produces solutions. Solutions will come only when your mind is peaceful and calm,
Mm.
right? So
Yes.
first thing is to make sure that you are aware of what thoughts are coming, and when you see anxiety coming, bring yourself to the present moment.
Mm.
Anxiety is always in the future. When you are thinking of future, anxiety will be there invariably.
Mm.
So you are
Yes.
not actually not being in the present. And for that, this is what I'm saying. To come to the
Mm.
present, sit quiet without, sit still, allow your mind and body to act together and be in the present moment. Take three
Mm.
deep breaths and then sit quietly, don't move.
Mm.
Let this system go through, and you will then start having thoughts.
Mm.
Watch your thoughts, just watch them, allow them to pass. Watch them, let them pass. Hmm?
Yes, sir. Thank you so
Thoughts will
much.
keep flowing, but
Mm-hmm.
constantly worrying about something or being anxious will not give you solution. Even if you get solution, they will be temporary and not helpful. The
Mm.
right solutions will come only when you are peaceful. Your mind is
Mm.
strong. It can find solutions to everything,
Mm.
including physical healing. Mind can do it, but physical healing to happen, we have to step out of the way. Let the mind body work. We should not interject.
Yes, sir.
So, um, few things that you need to think about is being in the present, right? Future will
Mm.
bring anxiety, know that. So, what all can you do to be in the present is whatever you are doing, be focused on that. Whatever you are doing, doesn't matter what it is, right? Be fully with whatever you are doing. And for that, for being totally with what you are doing, all your five senses should be involved in it.
Mm.
So, why? Because your senses are constantly feeding the mind, right? And your senses are sending signal, mind is elsewhere, then the whole information is misconnected. So you have to force the mind to see through the eye. Whatever I have in front of me, whatever I'm holding in my hand, whatever I'm doing, tell the eyes to look at that. Tell your ears to listen to every sound that's existing right now. You have to force the mind to become aware of the senses. It will come to
Mm-hmm.
the present right away. Right? This is a
Yes,
trick.
sir.
These are all practical tips which I would have given
Mm-hmm.
to all of you in future.
Mm-hmm.
To come to the present moment, the best thing is to direct the mind to tell the sense, become fully aware of the senses.
Mm.
What am I smelling? What am I hearing? What am I seeing? What kind of taste I have in my mouth? How do I feel to the touch of whatever is around me?
Mm-hmm.
When you bring awareness to all the five senses, your mind will come to the present. And you won't, in the present, there is no anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Thank you so much, Shailesh sir. Initially, I was not anxious. Maybe if talking to people and around like that, then I started little worrying. I was really not anxious, really not stressed. Then little by little, bit by bit, talking to let then say, oh no, you see, need to see someone. This then slowly started. I was really relaxed, really not stressed, really nothing, not even worrying about. Okay, this is a situation; it'll pass through. That's it. That's what I was thinking from the beginning. Also, then maybe if a little bit of talking to some, I mean, people around, then slowly started creeping in, and then
Hmm.
it took over me. So now I will just let it go and yeah, follow your
The
advice.
the thing that you have to again, right? Remember, people are not the cause. What they are talking is not the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Your acceptance to
Mm-hmm.
let them speak to you is the cause. You are allowing their thoughts to transition into you.
Mm-hmm.
Without your permission, nobody can interfere with you. You are letting them.
Yes.
That's why you are gathering the anxiety. Start rejecting it. You can't stop them talking, right? They will talk. Fine. I
Mm-hmm.
don't accept it. Finished.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Lots of love and gratitude and
In chapter 6,
huge,
we will be
huge,
doing
huge
that actually.
respect and
How?
regards for you, Shailesh sir, and all the masters, everybody. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Chaliye, good. So, Bhavna ji is saying, I'm
Saleshi.
not able to sit still. Now you know you are not able to sit still means what? There is something inside you that needs to be worked upon. Yeah. Sitting still, you will have probably if you are not able to sit still for 10 minutes, start with 2 minutes. Hmm? Start with 2 minutes. After 10 minutes, again sit for 2 minutes. After 10 minutes, again sit for 2 minutes. You have to become obsessed about it, right? Unless you get to the level of obsession, you will not be able to change the pattern because patterns are very difficult to change. And a persistent, constant effort is necessary. That is the significance of repetition also. So, if you are working on breaking a pattern, you have to be very consistent in practicing. Start with 2 minutes. After 10 minutes, again 2 minutes. Uh, in your childhood, you may not have done, girls don't do that. You may have learned to play some stapu or some game or something, right? How did you learn that? And you constantly keep playing, keep playing, keep playing, and then you become expert in the game. That kind of obsession we have to do for this one, right? To come to a sitting still, if it's not happening for 10 minutes, no problem. Don't let go. Allow yourself for 2 minutes. Okay, I will sit for 2 minutes. Keep the clock and sit still for 2 minutes. Keep the clock, increase from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and likewise you will start feeling more comfortable in a still posture. And posture is not defined here, right? It could be any posture you have. Your thing. Body needs to be still, right? And the other thing that you would want to look at is not don't do it lying down because when you are lying down, your body is used to going to sleep. So not don't lie down. Sitting posture is the best. Whatever way it's more comfortable for you. Sitting on a chair, sitting on the bed, wherever you are. Just be relaxed. Start with 2 minutes and gradually increase. 10 minutes will basically help work on your um, mind relaxation, right? So try this. Yes, any sitting posture is okay, Bhavna ji. Nothing prevents you from that. Sitting posture is fine. Yeah. Anyway, whichever way you feel comfortable. I have never sat on the floor and done any meditations. I can't because I have only one leg. So sitting on the floor is not easy for me, right? So there can be practical things about it, but I can fall into meditation within a minute. That's how much my physicality has tuned into meditation. Okay, right. So good. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Please continue your practice. And Monilji, special thank you to you for leading us through the meditation today
Thank you, Saroj.
and adding so
I
much
had one
value
more
to our
thing to say
conversation.
that
Yeah.
I had one more thing to say that someone who wants to reach to the heart space, then like you mentioned that you have a loving memory of your daughter, newborn daughter, and carry her in your arms. That's one. Then they can also think of a loving memory or a
Hmm.
incident that
Yes.
brings instant joy to them, and then
Yes.
that's also the way, one way,
Hmm.
but the best way is to connect through breath.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
There, whatever works for you is important part is you should feel comfortable, right? So whatever works with you, there are so many ways that Monilji just explained. There are so many possibilities, and you try whatever works for you, and it's okay. Here we are not setting rules or anything. These are only helpful suggestions, right? Try it, whatever works for you. Okay, good. So
Thank you, Saleshi, for all
thank you
your
so much.
wisdom.
So if
Thank
you,
you, masters.
thank you, Moni. So on Monday we will be ready for the Hindi session. So if any one of you attends the